first impression was I thought he was charming and handsome, and he was witty. Yeah.
Well, of course, I was stunned by her beauty. She's just a beautiful young lady. I noticed her height. She was tall, and then I noticed her smile. Pretty smile, very beautiful eyes. But then the thing that got me was when she started talking. Amber's got this amazing ability of just kind of hypnotizing me to a certain degree when we talk, and I think that's what she did that night. It was something that really sparked something within my brain, within my mind, within my heart that said, gosh, this young lady's very interesting. Not only is she beautiful, not only is she sharp and attractive, but she's smart. She's really smart, and I could tell that after we talked the first 5 minutes. And I think those were the things that caught my eye with Amber from the very beginning. I was soon able to learn from there that she was a great mother, a good family, just many, many things. So I've been telling everybody, and I'll continue to tell everybody. Quite frankly, I just got lucky.
We met at a Christmas party. I used to bartend part-time, and I was bartending a Christmas party. And this was before the Christmas party, and I was getting ready, and I was in the bathroom, and there were these ladies, and they were like, "Oh, you think Davin gonna be here? You think Davin will be here today?" And I didn't know who Davin was, but I knew I already didn't like him, whoever he was. And then he gets there, and he was charming, and he was walking around and being personable. And I was, like I said, I was bartending, but I went on the floor to do the wobble. And I could tell that he was in a fraternity, so I asked him what chapter, and I guess later that night, he walked me to the car, and I guess the rest is history.
We actually met at an event. She was working at the event, and I was there with a great friend of mine. We were putting an event together, a Christmas party, and we actually met on the dance floor. We were out there kind of doing our thing on the floor, and we kind of bumped elbows or something, some kind of way, and before you know it, we started talking from there. That was the first time that we met.
The most memorable date would be the first one. It was January 1st, 2013, and we hadn't spoken since the Christmas party. And I called him, and I was like, "Hey, we're gonna hang out today." And he said, "Okay." And we did absolutely nothing. We hung around and we talked and we laughed and we watched TV, and it was the best date ever.
I have to say our most memorable date was the first date. I believe our first date was just amazing. It set the tone for us to be sitting here today, getting ready to get married. It was pretty interesting. Amber and I had, when we met each other, we exchanged information. And for some odd reason, I didn't have her number in my phone, saved in her phone. So I was kind of upset about that, kind of down about it. But then I said, well, we'll meet somewhere on this path someday again. And she called me actually on the first of the year, on New Year's Day. And I make that a point that she called me first. But she's gonna kill me for that. But she called me. We put together plans, and we just hung out. Had a really, really, really great day. I was super surprised to see her call, and but was excited. One of the things I do remember specifically was that it was New Year's Day, so we were celebrating the New Year's, and so I said, hey, let's go out and get a celebratory drink or something like that, and some champagne or something to celebrate the new year. And what she told me to get was, I didn't know exactly what it was, but when I went into the store, the guy said, yeah, man, we got that. Of course we got it, and it's going to cost you $50. So I said, man, that's something else. I thought about it for a second. I got it. And I guarantee you that was the best $50 I spent all my life.
He's compassionate. I admire that he's a thinker. And I appreciate the way he balances me. So
Amber has so many qualities that are just great. I think more than anything, just her loving spirit. She's got a big heart. She loves everybody that she meets. She's a superstar mother. She's just always has great ideas. Just always smiling. Just always kind of feeling pretty good about herself and about the folks around her. And I just love her for that. I love her for that.
How did I know he was the one? If you let my mother and sister tell it, I came home after the first date just ranting and raving that he was the one. But I did. There was something very special about even just the first week of us hanging out. And I was probably in love by the end of that first week. But my dad always said that if a man wants you in his life, he'll plan for it. And so when Davin would say things about the future and I was in it, then I knew for sure.
When Amber and I first met, I think there was some kind of really serious, special connection between us. And we knew from the first week that we had a lot in common and that there was some kind of special spark there. Of course, life can bring you ups and downs, and there was a period in our life where there were kind of some tough times. And I think coming out of that tough time and Amber and I still being able to stay together, seeing each other, working with each other, uplifting each other through those times and still making it through those tough times, was probably when I fell all the way 100% in love with Amber. I knew then that she had my back, I had her back, that no matter what, ups or downs, good times, bad times, that we were still going to be with each other and we were going to still uplift each other and hold each other up. And I think that was the point. That was the point right there when I said, gosh, I really do love this young lady and I know I'm going to marry her one day.
He proposed. How did he propose? We went to Cash, and he was so anxious. He was so fidgety. We moved seats 3 times in the restaurant because he was like, this one just isn't right. Like, it was so awkward. I had no idea what was wrong with him. He kept looking out the window. I thought somebody was chasing us. Like, I didn't know what was going on. He wanted to sit by the fireplace, but then he was like, you can't feel it. We moved to another seat by the fireplace. It was crazy. He didn't like the appetizers. I don't know what was going on. But then he just started talking, or rambling. But he started talking, and it was about us and how much he loved me and our boys and our future. And then he pulled out a ring. And then he started crying. So I started crying.
I was super duper nervous about it. Of course, purchased the ring that day and, originally planned on holding it for a little while, but I said, no, I can't hold it any longer. So I immediately called, talked with her father, received the blessing from him, talked with her sister, I talked with her best friend Lamont, called her mom, called my folks, of course they knew, and called all of my family, and just called all of my friends and everyone, and I was like, hey guys, it's going down tonight, and I really feel strongly about it. This is the time, and this is it. Of course, I felt also too that it was just a special time, a special day. Amber was celebrating a special time and a special day in her life, and with some other things that she had been working on that was just super duper important. And I said, why not add this to this day and just make this day the most memorable day ever? I hid the ring, and I told Amber, I said, hey, let's go out, let's just go have some dinner, let's just go celebrate this big day that you're having, and Amber said to me that day, she said, Davin, this day couldn't get any better than what it is now. She said, this has been the greatest day ever, and I was just sitting there saying to myself, wow, I got something that's probably going to make this day just one more level better. So we went out that night. We went to a restaurant downtown, Cash. We went upstairs and just kind of hung out up there. I have to admit, I was just very nervous. I was looking around, I was looking outside. I was just trying to kind of figure out how I was going to do it. We waited till the bar almost closed. It was completely empty upstairs. And she stepped out to go to the restroom and came back in. And I had the ring sitting on the table under a napkin. And So we were continuing talking, and it just kind of, in the flow of our conversation, it just kind of came out the best time. So I showed her the ring and got down on one knee, and before you know it, she was crying and I was crying, and everyone in the restaurant kind of came up and they were just kind of excited, and it was just a really great day. And, you know, that night we were up and out till about 4 in the morning, calling friends, celebrating. We woke her mom and dad up about 2:30 that morning, and it was just a great night.
Between the wedding day, the wedding night, and the honeymoon, I honestly think I look forward to the day. I mean, we've been talking about this for a long time. This is the day where I give my dad, I guess, back his name when I take somebody else's. So that's, I don't know, I guess I look forward to that day and acknowledging in front of all of our friends and family that this is it, I'm done. He put a ring on it.
Of course, you already know what my number one answer is going to be on that one, but of course the wedding day, gosh, I'm looking forward to that because, you know, both of us have really big families and a lot of good friends, and so I'm just looking forward to being able to share that day with everyone. You know, family is just number one with us, so that's going to be special. Of course, the wedding night and the honeymoon will be even more special. Amber and I, you know, it's just going to be good to be able to just say, hey, we did it, you know, we made it, and to look forward to, you know, to so much more that's ahead of us. So that wedding day, wedding night is definitely going to be just a really great time. The honeymoon, both of us are definitely looking forward to that. Just kind of getting away, spending some time, sharing some time with each other, and enjoying ourselves and making plans for the future. So, gosh, all of it is just about going to be really good for me.
The significance of July 1st is his parents have been married for over 50 years, and their wedding anniversary is July 2nd. And my parents have been married for over, how old am I? So 35 plus, and theirs is July 3rd. And I thought it only fitting to be around where they are. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd. That's why we're July 1st.
Well, the significance is extremely important. You know, once again, I said family is important to us. You know, it's just amazing how many similarities, how many things that connect us. You know, when we were talking and planning and realized that my parents' anniversary was on the 2nd of July and her parents' anniversary was on the 3rd of July. We were like, wow, that's amazing. So we chose the 1st of July because of that. And we're just excited about it to be in that line, to be able to say for the rest of our lives that, gosh, our anniversary is on the 1st, and my parents on the 2nd, and then my in-laws will be on the 3rd. And I think that's just a memorable thing for the family to carry on throughout our time. So that's definitely extremely important.
Don't rush. You know, I used to put these timelines on when I thought I needed to be married, or, you know, all of this imaginary things that I thought he was supposed to be. And you try to package people in this box and you want to make things fit a lot of times. But I would say don't rush, because we've definitely had our ups and downs, and I think that where we are right now is a beautiful, beautiful place. But if we had done this at any other time in our life, he and I, it wouldn't have worked. So don't rush.
What advice do I have for singles who are waiting on their mates? Gosh, you know, that's an interesting question. I've been single so long, I've been a bachelor so long. You would say, I know you got some advice for somebody out here, and I do. You know, the main thing is just praying about it, staying prayerful, staying on the right path, and just doing the right thing. And God's going to bring that person into your life when it's time, and bring that person into your life when you're ready. And so what I say for folks out there who are single, to just hang in there, you know, continue doing the right thing, continue being honest and open. And you just never know. You just really never know. I say approach every day like it's a new day, and just be prepared, because you never really know.
Something special to Davin. I love you. That's it.
Well, I'd just like to say to Amber that, I love you more than anything in this world. I look forward to us building a family. I love that you love my son and I love your son. And, I just really believe that this was a part of a plan that we'll never be able to really even know. It was God's plan. And all we can do is just continue to build, continue to grow. Just know that I will do everything that I can to help protect this family, to help this family grow and to just be great. All we can do is just stay together, work hard together, be strong together. And I'm just thankful, once again, like I say often, I just got lucky. I got lucky to meet a beautiful young lady, great family, loves my son, who loves me, loves my family. And my mom really likes her. My mom really likes her. I think that was probably the icing on the cake. So, gosh, Amber, I love you, and I look forward to just the great life that I know that we're going to have, building a family from here on into the next 50, 60 years.